Hello, welcome back to the stream, and today we are going to be launching Planet and Stars Observatory Telescope number 2. It is going to be on orbit at an escape trajectory of Earth. Now, let me tell you before the escape trajectory. I just want to say that the spacecraft has a boom that is the spacecraft has a boom. It is redockable. Now what I'm gonna do is lift off. The separation will be confirmed. The second stage will be at blue. It is gonna be coasting forwards, and the first stage is gonna be returning back into the launch pad. Another RTLS. Today's mission, we are now making a PASOB number 2, or Planet and Stars Observatory. It's a telescope made by PASOB. Today's mission is gonna be on a escape trajectory of Earth, and we're not still gonna be landing on our new drone ship. Of course, I Still Love You version number 2. It is now T-minus 14 minutes, and it is now ready for takeoff, liftoff. All systems are nominal as the Falcon 9 is still sitting at Launch Pad 39A in Cape Canaveral Air Force Station at Florida. Falcon 9 is the one of the partially reusable rocket, because Falcon 9 is the first rocket to ever reuse a rocket using propulsion. As you can see, the Falcon 9 is on the pad, making sure that everything's okay. And the fueling is started. As the fueling will start at the first stage and the second stage. Meanwhile, the second stage will be fueled. Oops. Actually, do you know the center engine thingy that is on here? Actually, that's not the part of the... Oh, that's okay. The Falcon 9 needs to do the instructions before launch. T-minus 1 minute. The startup of the 9 Merlin engines and all of the computers. And then, at T-minus 40 seconds, the strong back is going to be retracted. T-minus 10 seconds, SCS system will be saved. Just in case a launch failure, the Falcon 9 will be lost. The Falcon 9 will send us some data on the autopilot system from the SAS. Later on the callouts, while landing burn is starting, you will hear the callouts. Stage 2 SAS is safe, to make sure that the Falcon 9's second stage is making pretty good progress into the Falcon 9. 10 seconds after stage separation, fairing separation will begin. But right on the separation, the first stage is gonna do a boost back burn. PASOB number 2 is gonna be a little satellite that will fit into fairing. It is just a fun fact, it has 3 ionic engines are packed on the first stage. Actually, there's a RCS retractor. Don't worry about that. It is now counting down to 11 minutes as the Falcon 9 continued its countdown journey. Stage on FPS is saved. FPS ready for launch. You can hear the call out. Now let me tell you about the orbit of the space station. Here we are on Skybase. But let's zoom in far away because so let me replicate. Sunset one's orbit is gonna be on the period of Mars, but this one is quite a different. The telescope will be orbiting right next into Earth's orbit and perform multiple flybys and get close into Sun as possible by ionic engines. Ionic is the weakest of engines at all. So it's gonna be taking an hour and a whole 4 days to complete the burn. Let's zoom in our home planet today. And the Falcon 9 will be returned into the launch right next into the launch pad at Cape Canaveral Air Force Station at Florida. As you can see here, that big thumb over there, wait a second. That big thumb over there is going to be the landing site, the flat zone right next into the launch pad. The not possible zones are here and here. I want to land over here, right next into the big thumb of the right on the left side of the launch pad. It's T-minus 9 minutes and 48 seconds, and the Falcon 9 is still ready for fueling up. We can hear a notification sound over there. Now, I have a fun fact for you. The boom of the telescope has a sun shield too, which means it can be protected in the harsh conditions of the sun, while after escaping from the Earth's atmosphere of influence, I think. The Falcon 9 first stage will be reused in another mission. And as you can see on the video lately, we did a static fire of PASOB-2, and the engine is started correctly. So if I remember correctly, the engine is shut. All of the engines is shut down, but I turned it on now. That's a current mistake. Static fires are perfect for the engine of the startup because static fire is gonna check if the engines is failing. If engines is failing, it'll gonna be rolled back into the launch pad, replace all of the engines, and then re-roll out again and test if there's something wrong again with the static fire. The static fire is done at Saturday at 7 p.m. Philippine time. It is now T-minus 7 minutes 42 seconds into the launch. At T-minus 5 minutes, it'll gonna be disconnected. At T-minus 50 seconds, the strong back is gonna be retracted. At 7 minutes in exact 7 minutes 0 seconds. Strong back retract. Strong back is retracted. Now the strong back is gonna be kept there, avoiding the Falcon 9 on a 40-degree turn. I know that's the old version of the strong back retract. Strong back is retracted. We have confirmation that the strong back is done retracting. We have done confirmation that the strong back is retracted. Confirm. We have a safe confirmation that the strong back has retracted. so it could get away with with Falcon 9, and no worries for moving it back again. 2 months, 5 minutes. It is now 10 minutes into the video of the Premiere stream. Yes, wait a second. It is now T minus 4 minutes on the clock, and the Falcon 9 is still standing right there on a fixed bearing. RCS tested. We have an RCS test here that will make sure that when after separation, the RCS will be tested that it was saved to the way after the separation, I think. RCS test complete. RCS test complete. That nominal RCS test complete. Wait a second again. The music is now complete, and it is now T minus 1 minute and 15 seconds before launch. It is now getting closer and closer as we are now approaching for the launch period. T minus 1 minute. Startup. All systems are started. Falcon 9 is making nominal progress. T minus 44 seconds. 139 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. T minus 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. And liftoff. At the PASOB-2, preparing its engine fluid, preparing for a telescope adventure. Vehicle pitching downrange. Pitching downrange. The vehicle is pitching downrange right now. Nominal trajectory. The Falcon 9 is on a nominal trajectory board. T minus T plus 37 seconds on launch. We are now making progress as the Falcon 9 continued its journey up to space. Preparing for an amazing adventure. Max Q, throttle down. The Falcon 9 throttles down into 50% as it reaches upper atmosphere of Earth. Full power is regained again. Nico. Stage separation confirmed. We have quite a lag here. We had quite a lag. I mean, as MVAC is started. And MVAC is started, as you can see. We are fighting getting a lag out of here. Stage on boost back burn is started. Stage on boost back burn is started. And boost back burn is started. Stage on boost back shutdown. Fairing separation confirmed. And fairing has separated. Fairing separation in. We're going to be making a call up for the nominal parking orbit confirmed. Stage 2 nominal maneuver. And Seco. Nominal parking orbit. Nominal parking orbit. As you can see, the first stage's grid fence is deployed. And it is now getting closer to the launch pad. And at 27 kilometers, entry burn will start and landing burn will start at 10 kilometers. As you can see, the launch pad is still right here. It is making nominal progress as the first stage is reaching apoapsis. Nominal trajectory. Yeah, but nominal trajectory burn of the first stage. It is now making a re-entry, or the entry and landing burn. Meanwhile, the second stage is on orbit right now. Can we just appreciate that the rocket is still in orbit, pitching down. I'm gonna be renaming this into stage 2, so I cannot be confused. There you go. As the first stage is continuing its making journey at T plus 4 minutes and 42 seconds on the flight. We are completing the progress here as the Falcon 9 first stage is still on space, and re-entry burn will be starting right on at 30 kilometers, I think. At 20 kilometers, entry burn will start. And the heat shield will protect as it entered Earth's upper atmosphere, as it protects it into the heat of the Earth. Stage on entry started. Entry burn is started. Nominal entry burn is started. Entry burn is started. Stage on entry burn shut down. Entry burn is shut down. It is now speeding up at high speed right now. We are on the second stage is on a nominal trajectory, and it's falling too fast. Stage on, landing burn is started. There you go, and landing burn is starting. It is gonna be landing right into the launch pad. I hope this is a nominal trajectory burn. Stage on landing lights deploy. Landing lights deploy. Stage 1 has landed. The Falcon has landed. This is the sixth successful flight of a Falcon 9 and the second to land on right next into the launch pad. Great launch Falcon team. Great launch at 7 minutes at 78 seconds, I think. Stage 2 up TSSC. We are now trajectory calling at the second stage, which is pitching at the down. And PASOB-2 is doing right. It is now making a nominal burn. And this is a laser telescope like the Mauna Kea telescope, I think. Now we're gonna be waiting until on the periapsis 40.3 kilometers and deployment of PASOB-2 for the first time again. Wait a second. welcome back into the stream, and this is now over the break, and now we're preparing for SCS number 2 at the maximum variables. SCS 2 is started. As you can see, SCS number 2 is starting, making an escape trajectory to Earth. Then the spacecraft will make its ionic engine shut down. SES shut down. Then back shut down. Payload separation. For the payload wait a minute for the payload separation. And we have some off-camera progress here. And ready for payload separation. Payload separation confirmed. And we had successfully deployed our payload into orbit, in an elliptical orbit around Earth. It is now drifting away into the second stage, using its RCS thrusters to get out. Then we're another upgraded illusion on the L2 point. The telescope will make a flyby into Earth. We'll make the telescope will be making a flyby into Earth. Redocking of the module over there. The boom was gonna be redocked into the position where it's gonna be belong. That is the boom of PSOB number 2. Follow the directions. Looks like the telescope is making some progress with unbreakable parts. I'm not sure. By the way, it is hard to track the boom because it needs to be docked with the maneuver, but then it's rolling, it gets closed. Like an auto SES docking maneuver. We have catched the first boom, and we are now making the escape point on Earth as we travel forward. The second boom will be deployed 5 times speed, and then, geez, that's a lot of progress there, I think. Is that the second boom will be retracted, and it's only payload. This is the first telescope ever, and the docking of the suborbital trajectory. It is now safe to retract again. And the solar panel deployment. Actually, I can use the ionic engines to perform the maneuver for the cardiac. We have a gentle freeze of the timer because of the pauses. There you go. We are now setting up the maneuver node to fly by at the east coast of the Earth. To fly by at the altitude of Earth while it's making a science progress. Thank you for watching this stream. As you can see, the beams is turned on, and thank you for watching the stream. Goodbye.